Lebreton-Traoré, a French Malian citizen, she carried out her PhD studies at the Max Planck Institute for Cell Biology and Genetics in Germany. After completing her PhD in 2008, she joined UNESCO, where she currently works as a program specialist in the Division of Science Policy and Capacity Building. In the last 5 years, Magalie has worked on the implementation of several projects and activities in the framework of the International Basic Sciences Programme, aimed at strengthening capacities in research and education in different fields of science and mathematics, especially in developing countries. Dr. Magalie Lebreton-Traoré, I invite you to present your lecture, Capacity Building and Innovation in Mathematics in the Developing World.
As said, I will present you today the role of UNESCO in capacity building and innovation in mathematics in the developing world. And I will have 3 points. First, the challenges, then a bit about the UNESCO International Basic Science Programme. So it's the team in which I am working at UNESCO headquarters in Paris. And then more emphasis on concrete initiative and activities. So current challenges in mathematics, specifically in developing countries, I put them in 3 categories. So the general public, so actually it's valid for both developing country and developed country. There is usually like a lack of mathematical literacy in the general population, like those who are not mathematicians, and also a lack of understanding on the importance of mathematics in our daily lives. For youth, so in developing countries, so usually there is a lot of improvement needed for teaching tools, so that mathematics learning become more like attractive to students, and they also can get better skills. Also because the schools are not adapted, like students have low interest in pursuing mathematics careers, so this is another challenge. And also, usually they lack role models, and especially young girls. And then there are challenges specifically for researchers, the need of critical mass of experts to be able to conduct good research, and also the need of a good network with South-South collaboration and North-South collaboration. For those who are interested specifically in education, there was a UNESCO report published in 2012 called Challenges in Basic Mathematics Education. You can see the title here, and it's available on the internet, the whole report. So to tackle these challenges, actually the basic international basic science programs is supporting or implementing like concrete activities, and I want really to focus my talk on these activities. So I will present lots of activities, and I will have to be very short on these activities, but I invite you like to get more information afterwards on the internet, to write to me if you are interested in getting in touch with us for some of the activity. You will have my email in the last slide, or also to talk to me like at the cocktail session. So here on this slide I will present 5 activities. So the first activities are to promote mathematics among the general population and specifically for youth. So in 2000 it was the International Year of Mathematics, and as a follow-up activity of the year, UNESCO, in coordination with Centre Sciences in French, developed this activity called Experiencing Mathematics. So it's actually a traveling exhibition, like to have some concrete activities in mathematics to stimulate the interest of young people, and also like for teachers to have like tools to improve the quality of education in schools. And up to now, the exhibition have been since 2004. The exhibition have been carried on in around 35-40 countries with more than 1 million visitors, and most of them young people, 70%. And there is also actually a virtual exhibition that you can see on the internet. So I invite you also to see the virtual exhibition and get tools from there. So second activity on this slide, it's called Mathematics of Planet Earth 2013. So it had two goals. It was like to stimulate mathematicians to work on topics related to planet Earth, and also to reach the general public. So UNESCO participated actively by having the opening ceremony at UNESCO headquarters. It was in March 2013, and then lots of activities have been carried out throughout the year. And this is not finished actually. The year 2013 is finished, but then now there is a follow-up initiative called Mathematics of Planet Earth, and you can find more information on the internet. The last one is short activities. It was actually a movie that was presented to UNESCO, and then the initiative was supported to UNESCO. It's a movie, so in French it's Comment j'ai détesté les maths. It's a French movie, and so I could translate it by How did I came to hate maths. And then it really reached the general public. When you see the movie, you can then get the sense of a feeling of the beauty of mathematics, and then also a better understanding of the role of mathematics for our daily life and societies. Then two other activities, more related to innovating training. So we've already talked about international mathematical Olympiads, and specifically the Olympiads was carried out in 2013 in Colombia, and UNESCO gave its patronage to these activities. So at that one there was like around 100 students from around 100 countries. And the last activities, it's a future plan. So the other activity were implemented by UNESCO headquarters. This is an activity implemented by an office of UNESCO in Cameroon. So the one problem in Cameroon in teaching mathematics is that it's, the teaching is too theoretical. So they want to bring like tools to have a more concrete activity to explain better the theoretical knowledge. And for this they want to use mobile learning. So the activity will start in 2015 with pilot activities in a few schools in rural and urban areas. So afterwards, another thing that UNESCO is doing is like to have close collaboration with a research center in the field of mathematics. So the first one that I can mention is the African Institute for Mathematical Sciences. So it's a center for postgraduate training and research, which stimulates interaction between teachers and students and gives the students like good skills that are widely applicable. So the first center was created in 2003 and it's in South Africa, and it's now it's a center of excellence. And UNESCO supported specifically the creation of a center in Senegal. It was in 2011, and for this it hosted an international conference at UNESCO headquarters to promote the center and to do some networking for the center. The second center, we also talked about it already. So it's a center for pure and applied mathematics. It's located, as we already said, in France, but it has activities for the benefit of developing countries, and well-known activities are the SIMPA research schools. So this center is actually called a UNESCO Category 2 Center. What is a UNESCO Category 2 Center? Well, it means that it's legally independent from UNESCO, but it will carry out activities that promote UNESCO objective, and some agreements have been signed between the centers for this, and these activities have to have an international scope. And then the last center presented on this slide is the Abuja Mathematics Center. It's just because there are ongoing discussions so that this center could also be a Category 2 center, and then during this discussion, specific areas of action will be discussed with UNESCO. Then my last slide is scientific networkings with 5 activities. So to reach and to have activities like on the ground, UNESCO is using what is called UNESCO Chair. So there is a UNESCO program that promotes the creation of chairs, and these chairs can act as a pole of excellence and promote innovation and new initiative in their countries and also at a regional level. Specifically for mathematics, there is one chair in Palestine for mathematical physics and application, one in South Africa for mathematics and science education, one in Tunisia for the promotion of North-South collaboration, and yes, I mentioned it all. So another activity is like UNESCO supports also like women in science. So it supports activity like to bring women together. For example, it supported a workshop in Burkina Faso and South Africa to bring women scientists together. An activity that is also supported at UNESCO that will be in September 2014 is the Camp 4 activity. Camp, it's like connect and for connect and network, and it will bring together like mostly teachers like from countries from East Africa to connect them together. Then another activity, it's implemented not by UNESCO headquarters but by our field office in Jakarta, which has a regional scope on Asia. So because countries in Asia are so different, like they have a lot to share, so it creates this network Connect Asia, and one good activity that they are doing is like masterclass, and one of their plans is to carry out soon a masterclass on mathematics, research and innovation in developing countries. So if you're interested, I also invite you to contact me. And then one feature planned from UNESCO headquarters is to create a network of African mathematicians to stimulate like collaboration between them and like promotion of UNESCO activities. And this is just a new initiative, so please also like come and contact me if you are interested like to participate in this UNESCO network of African countries. So thank you. Please, if you want, you can write my email to contact me on some of these activities. And actually, like I thank my colleagues at UNESCO headquarters. Jean-Paul is responsible for most of this project in mathematics, but he could not be with here today. And also my colleague from the UNESCO office in Jakarta, Shabazz, who implemented the project Connect Asia, and colleagues from the office in Yaoundé who are implementing the project in Cameroon. Thank you.